Hey, so real quickly here, just want to run through some basic things that home service contractors need to be doing on their social media to attract new leads. Now, we all know that organic reach has decreased over the last several years, but social media is still a very powerful tool to attract new leads and expand your brand to your existing followers. And for the most part, it's free, right? So you don't have to be spending money to get organic reach. You're not going to get a ton of reach at first, but as your company grows, you do more bids, you get more jobs, you're going to start expanding. You're going to go from tens to hundreds to thousands of followers over time. It's just a really good thing to just get in the habit of doing, taking the time to put content out there and sharing it. It doesn't have to be that hard. Now, the first thing I want to talk to you about is just optimizing your profiles. Make sure you have, if you set up all of your social media profiles with the same username, the same handle. So it should be like facebook.com/your business name if it's available, right? And then try to get that same profile name across all different media. That way, when people are trying to follow you in multiple locations, it's easier for them to search. Secondly, make sure you have your logo, your header image, all these things. Try to make them same across all platforms as well. So again, when people are looking for you, they know it's your company. Make sure you fill out all the information completely. Make sure you have your name, address, phone number, link to your website, business hours. On Facebook, there's different things you have to enable, such as reviews. So make sure you have, and especially reviews, make sure you have those things enabled so all the information that someone would ever going to want to learn about you is available on that page. Because otherwise you're just not taking advantage of the people who are following you. So make sure it's filled out as completely as you can. Secondly, next, start posting content that is click-worthy, personalized content. What I mean by personalized content is make sure it's something about your company. That's just a basic strategy there. Like I said, everyone's a little bit different. Everyone's personality is different, but for most home service contractors, if you're doing something that's making houses better, remodeling kitchens, doing siding, windows, roofs, even if you're a disaster restoration company where you're doing water cleanup, stuff like that, you've probably got golden content on your phone right now, and that's in the form of before and after pictures. And if customers are really looking for someone to recommend, it makes it so easy for someone who's used it for you in the past to just send someone a link to your Facebook page or Instagram page and say, hey, here's who I use, look at their work. It's just a very quick way to not only gain social media followers, but for people who would recommend you to give something for them to link to that is credible, right? Here's all this info, here's all the work they've done, check it out. And I think that is one of the most easy ways for home service contractors to have success in social media is just get their phone out of their pocket and take pictures. Now, I don't always recommend in-progress photos, and what I mean by that is I don't always recommend, and this changes for everybody, everybody's business is different, but for example, if you're a kitchen remodeler and taking a picture of someone's kitchen that is completely gutted and not usable, right? Because everyone wants their kitchen redone. That's a fear that they have, is that, I'm not going to be able to use my kitchen for 3 weeks as these guys are in here. But if you're on your social media feed has before and after, and all they see is how horrible it was before and how beautiful it is after, they forget a little bit more about the painful process that is the renovation. And there's certain times I don't recommend putting those pictures out there. And that's just one example, right? So people really want to see the end result, the lifestyle they're going after. So to do that, because that's what's going to gain you the most shares, the most interaction from existing customers. And that's how you're going to boost that organic reach is really for people who share it. So make sure when you put those posts out there, say something engaging of how, these people have lived in their house 40 years, had the same kitchen. It's finally time that they've retired. They need something that's more, whatever it might be, right? They need something that's easily accessible because of their age or whatever. That way people can relate to those things. So sometimes even sharing the story of why they decided to do what they're doing, it makes it more engaging for other people to want to share that information. And just be consistent. So whatever it is you choose to do, whether it's like what I was just saying, they're taking your phone out of your pocket and just using the content you come across every day. If that's your strategy, stick with it. be consistent with it. Do it every day, every week, every month, right? So that way it's always out there. It's always being shared. Because with organic reach being low, sometimes you have to share a little bit more frequent just to keep, and the amount of distraction that's out there. People are seeing thousands of posts a day. Just to stay somewhat relevant, you have to be consistent in your frequency. Don't go overboard posting 30 times a day or even 3 to 4 times a day. For some people, might be a little much. But I think even if you're not a person who likes social media, but you're a really good craftsman, I think that these tips are something that even you could do, because it's really just showing off what it is you're good at, and then making your post personal. You don't have to be a great writer to just tell the story of what it is you're doing. You don't have to be really that creative. Just be real authentic with it. So if you haven't liked to post on social media in the past, it's going to be fine. And people are going to enjoy what you do, especially, like I said, if you're a great craftsman. The next thing you want to do is just target and track. So if you're spending any money, like if you're boosting your post or you're spending any ad money, make sure you're tracking that. That's a completely different topic. If you're spending money on we cover that on other podcasts and other articles that we write on our website, but always try to just track your go into your reach engagement, look through it, see what worked. So if there's certain things you've posted over the last several months that get a ton more engagement, try to just analyze why that is. Is it the picture? Is it what you wrote? Is it the type of work you did? Because that's going to really tell you what it is that you should focus on sharing more of, so you're wasting less of your time sharing things nobody likes.